Yeah, how y'all feel? Cause I feel so awesome. How you feel? Awesome. I guess that awesome. You fine and your yeah, awesome. Wanna roll? Awesome. Well, let's go. Awesome. Yeah, hands in the skyline. AWE. Some call me awesome. Some call me busy. Call me awesome. Gator on my shirt.
What's going on, GameFaceStudios? Jack here, and bloody hell, it's been far too long since I've posted a video on this channel. I suppose it's far too long since your favourite British NBA commentator uploaded an episode of his NBA 2K12 Association Mode playthrough with the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I am back. As many of you may know, I have been very, very busy, and I still am busy, but I just felt that I needed to upload another video to this channel, considering how much help that they've given me. I'm very close to hitting 1,500 subscribers, and I really don't think I'd be anywhere near that if it wasn't for this channel. So I quickly want to say massive thanks to IpodKingCarter and Wyza and the rest of the GameFaceStudios family, as well as you guys, the people that are watching this video, because without you, there'd be no point in me making this video. So as you can see, we are playing against the Utah Jazz, a team that the Cleveland Cavaliers lost both games to last season. And we caught up with Byron Scott before the game just to hear his thoughts about this matchup. He said, sure, we lost both games to the Jazz last season, but it's a new year. We have a new squad with new faces, as do they. We're going into this game not thinking about the past, but rather focusing on the present, which for us right now is securing a spot in the playoffs, which is very interesting considering the Cleveland Cavaliers' strong play so far this season. Considering that they did so badly that they secured the #1 pick in last year's draft, of course, they took Kyrie Irving, who you can see on the ball right now. They now have had a huge turnaround, a refurbishment, through a lot of trades, and you can see that they're going to be pushing hard against the Utah Jazz in this game. As you see, Kyrie Irving hitting the dribble fadeaway there. Nice little dribble pull-up jumper he's got in this game. And Danny Granger is going to get the ball off the screen and hit the mid-range jump shot. Something interesting is that he is shooting 45% from behind the arc this season, which, although he is a very talented shooter, is perhaps his career high. And maybe it's due to the fact that in the off-season, when he was still on the Pacers, he worked on his form with Pacers legend and former all-time leader in three-pointers made until last season when, of course, Ray Allen beat this Reggie Miller, and it certainly had a positive impact on his game this season. Reggie Miller, of course, wasn't available for comment after Danny Granger left the Pacers to go to the Cavs, but his talents have certainly paid off for the Cavs, and I'm sure the fans are appreciating it. Here with a victim of shot clock cheese, Andre Kirilenko hitting that three with barely any time left, but Andre Iguodala is going to find Danny Granger, who sinks it in for the nice easy layup. So you can tell it's quite a close game early on in this one. Andre Iguodala with the contact layup's not going to go down, but Roy Hibbert's going to sink it. He's averaging close to 9 points a game, 9 rebounds a game I should say, and around 15 or 14 points, 14.5 points I think per game. He's certainly having a breakout year. He's actually quite high up in the All-Star voting, which of course in real life he did make the All-Star team. So certainly a very valuable piece on this team, a 7'2" center who is skilled. Every team needs one. Every team needs a good big man, and you can tell that the Utah Jazz have their own good big man. Derek Favors finishing off with the one-handed dunk off of the putback there. And it should be very interesting to see how the Jazz go forward. Obviously getting knocked out in the first round of the playoffs to the Spurs. Will they keep Derek Favors, or will they choose to keep Paul Millsap? Both are relatively similar players, almost undersized for the power forward position, but certainly both very powerful players. And whether they can fit on the same team remains to be seen. But it should certainly be interesting to see whether one goes in the off-season, one stays. But someone that I'm definitely keeping in the off-season is rookie Tristan Thompson, who has had a breakout past few games, and I'm starting him, and he's certainly playing well. Wesley Johnson with the dunk there. And for some reason I chose to pass to Manny Harris, which is a bad decision at first, but he gets the rebound off of the tip pass, and he gets the nice two-handed jam. Very nice finish inside from a traditional three-point shooter. He's certainly a nice role player, although he has said that he wants to check his value in the free agent season at the end, free agent market at the end of the season, I should say. So a bit of a shame that he's probably not going to come back in the team. But we've got some good picks in the draft. We've actually the Jazz are the team that we do have a first-round pick from, because I wanted to have a first-round pick for next year, considering that we traded so many away for the likes of course, Roy Hibbert, Danny Granger, and Andre Iguodala. So it should be very interesting to... Hopefully, we might sign another shooting guard, but it's likely that I might draft a power forward. Although Tristan Thompson, it depends on his development, because he's developing very nicely, as you can see with this alley-oop finish here. Lovely pass from Andre Iguodala, looking like a point guard on this play. And finishing with his favoured left hand is Tristan Thompson over the Utah Jazz D. So very nice play from him. His athleticism is never in question. The only thing that's in question, I think, perhaps his defense, but certainly his ability to shoot, step back and make a mid-range jump shot. I certainly think he's going to be a very valuable weapon if he can shoot as well. But Andre Iguodala, given the Jazz D chestnuts, Paul Millsap there getting some roasted chestnuts all the way up in Utah. What a fantastic finish, two-handed jam from Andre Iguodala. Kyrie Irving's going to cut to the basket, but find Tristan Thompson, who gets another contact layup. He's been getting very many in this game, and he's certainly having a nice little season. You're going to see it again twice. I suppose that 2K decided that we wanted to see that replay again. Although not a fancy finish, certainly very strong, and he's playing very efficiently. Unfortunately, he wouldn't sink the free throw, the and one free throw, and you can see that we are up by 3, but that's going to be cut to 1 with that finish inside from Devin Harris, who isn't actually having that good of a game. Baron Davis, whom we signed on free agency, is going to kick it to Troy Murphy, and Tristan Thompson in the post. What's he going to do? He's going to find Roy Hibbert, who's going to finish and 1, and he will sink the free throw. Certainly a very influential player down on the low block there. Baron Davis is going to find Roy Hibbert again, and he's going to finish nicely inside, having a nice little game. And we're into the fourth quarter now, only a 2-point lead, a back and forth game. Paul Millsap's finishing inside with the reverse layup, very nice, tying the game up. You can see we're actually down by 2 now. Let's see what Baron Davis can do, if anything, finding Roy Hibbert, and he's going to finish with the lay-in. Certainly a very strong game for him. Omri Caspi now playing in his first game of the season, getting an assist with Deshaun Stevenson. I finally gave Omri Caspi some minutes. I tried to give him some minutes against the Lakers, but for some reason the CPU decided that the rotation wasn't good enough and he was put as a reserve, so I couldn't play him. But I decided he's a young player, he's talented, he can shoot and he can dunk, so why not give him an opportunity on this young developing team. And we're going to find Andre Iguodala outside for 3, high arcing shot, and that's going to go down to bring us back within 2 with 4 minutes left. And Andre Iguodala again scoring to tie the game up with fewer than 5 minutes left. Very interesting now. We take the lead, almost an identical play to Danny Granger now. Roy Hibbert in the post. He's going to go to work, and he's going to hit the left-handed jump hook. Very nice post game there. And you can see we've got the opportunity to extend our lead now. And here we go. Roy Hibbert again with that left hand. A nice... was a 4-point lead, now it's only 90 seconds left. Danny Granger's going to hit the mid-range jump shot to put us up by 3. That jump shot certainly serving him well in this season. One of our most clutch players this year, and we're going to see it again. He's going to dribble around, see if he can do anything, just try and waste some time, and he's going to take the mid-range jump shot. Not good enough defense from Wesley Matthews, and he's going to finish. We've got a 5-point lead with 2 seconds left in the game. Kyrie Irving tips it. Paul Millsap's going to try a turnaround 3. It doesn't matter if it goes in, which it doesn't. And we win this game by 5. So we do not repeat history from last year. We do manage to pick up a win against the Utah Jazz. Hopefully when they come back to Cleveland, we can return the favour and defeat them in both games as they did to us last year. Certainly a strong game from that man, Tristan Thompson, and as he gets the Jordan Brand Player of the Game. And you can see why with 18 points and 8 assists, 8 rebounds even. Roy Hibbert, the top scorer with 24 points, 11 from 19 from the field. A very nice game from him. Omri Caspi getting 5, 3 and 2 off the bench, so quite a nice game. Iggy getting a double-double, almost getting a triple-double if he had 2 more assists. And Kyrie Irving with another double-double. Certainly a Rookie of the Year style or level season he's having. Paul Millsap played well, as did Al Jefferson, both players getting double-doubles, as did Devin Harris, but it wasn't enough at the end of the day. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you want to see more content like this, check out my channel, and I will catch you next time, guys. Adios.